is, how do you price your service or product? Like, because it sounds like you're gonna do through online. You're gonna span different countries. Would you have to price it differently on each country, or just a standard price for all?
Yeah, so this is so I don't. I have right now. I have a flat rate that I charge, whether the customer is in New Zealand, whether in Australia, whether they're in Malaysia, Thailand, or anywhere in the world. It's a flat rate, and that's not
And that's the New Zealand price.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's essentially that's because I'm forced into that because my service, the effort that I give for each client is the same. I'm
Yeah.
not going to give someone
Yeah.
less service because they're paying less money. It doesn't really work that way. However, by doing that, it ends up becoming quite prohibitive for some markets that I potentially want to target, because just through economics, a person sat here in Thailand probably doesn't have the same disposable income as someone sat there in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I've been scratching my head thinking, well, how can I provide my service in a more affordable way so I can start to target markets where they have less disposable income or the currency isn't as strong as another country. So that's how I'm trying to pivot to adapt to that, because it's all very
So from my point of view, maybe you don't need to adapt to it because, say for example, Apple is sold all over the world, even like developing countries, they have the same price, and people still buy it. So when I was in Vietnam, when I did a trade show for Octopus, I found out 80% of the people using latest iPhone who came to the show. So, but I mean, I was surprised because I thought Vietnam they'll be going for a Chinese phone or cheaper phone. So, I mean, from coming back to that, so maybe your product or service doesn't need to change it, as long as you're providing the same service as you said, and the same quality, and then instead of quantity, you can, I guess, get quality clients.
Yeah, and I think the risk with changing your pricing for different markets, the iPhone example, if they were selling iPhones for $200 in Vietnam and they're $1,000 in the United States, people are not stupid. They're going to question that. And they're going, well, what's the true value of this product? Because why does it cost 5 times as much in another country?
Yeah.
So I think there is an element of maintaining your brand, the perception of your brand's quality by keeping that price consistent throughout.
Yeah. Or you can just target every iPhone users.
Yeah.
Because they have money.
Yeah. Well,
right?
all that. Yeah. Good option. I'll make a note of that. Yeah.